Okay, so from the arm drag position, taken from the knees, right, or utilizing the arm drag from the knees, I managed to get myself to the back. So I'm here, 1, 2, I drag, I step around the corner, and I have the back, and I switch my legs so that I'm heavy on the hips. Right, from here, there's a lot of things that I can do to get an even better position for myself, but one of the simplest things I can do is simply reach in front. First I switch the legs, I reach in front, and I reach across. And look, I cover the leg, and I cover the arm. And then I just use my chest to drive, to drive, to drive. And right here, if I sit up and Chris freezes, right here, he wants to what? He wants to connect the knee and the elbow so that he can start to come underneath and replace the guard. So I have to stop that from happening. Now there's a good chance that it's going to be a little difficult for him because my body is already inside that space. See, I still held this and I held the arm, right? So he couldn't post, right? But in order to successfully get to the side mount from here, look how far back my hips are, how forward my head is. I need to walk in and then switch to the Keishigatami. It's the same switch. It's the same switch that we did when we first took the back, right? We held the wrist, we arm dragged, boom. And then we did what? We went to this, so we could sit on the back. So it's the same switch, right? It's the same switch. I want to splay the legs in reverse order so I can follow through with a heavy, heavy side control. I want all of the effort and energy in this area all the time. Right here, all the focus should be on him, right here, right here. So from this guard, from this knee position, and I hold the wrist and I arm drag him like this, and I step around the corner and pull my chest to him. First I cover the hips. Look, I switch, and I'm heavy on the hips, right? When it's time to take him down, if I just start to push him like this, he can step up on the leg. There's his base, and I can't take him anymore. Leg back down. If I hold the leg, he still has an arm free. So look, when I start to push, he bases with the arm, stiff arm, and he doesn't go anymore. So I need to cover both. I reach over and block the foot, and I reach in front and I block the arm. And now I use my chest and I drive, and I want to drive him not just with my chest, because when I use only my chest, then my hips remain back. So I want to drive until my hips actually touch. I want to climb the body like this, so that by the time we get to the ground, my hips are connected to where? To the area where they're supposed to be when I land anyway, because that's the control, right? The control is always hips on hips. So start to drive. Maybe you have to start low with the chest, and I'm across the foot here, and I'm trapping whatever I can, right? If I can't get in because it's so tight, we'll look at a way we can remedy that in the next slice. But we're here across, and I drive with the chest, and I want to keep going till I have my hips, look, and then right here is the danger spot for me. This is where he connects the knee and elbow. So before he does that, go back. Before he does that, I drop. Boom. The hips have to go down. And now I sit through. I sit through. Look, I have to open this leg to make some space, and I bring the bottom leg through. And I sit. And my hips are not on the ground, because if they are, it's light. It's light. I'm not arching too much where he can tip me over. I just have my hips up, and I'm putting all the pressure and weight in his diaphragm. My head is on this side, not here where we get rolled over. Straight, and I'm looking at him. From here you play, right? That's something else. But getting to that position, a couple things can happen. He can step up, right? He can step up like this. He can post like that. So I block the foot. Al, can you put your head this way, please? But I block the foot by coming over. See this space here between the shin and the ground? I want to go inside like this and capture that space, no thumb. So I want to purchase this space. And then maybe I can't get around the front. If I can, that's great. I hold the tricep here. Again, no thumb. If he blocks, that's fine. I just go over like this. The idea is just keep him from stretching the arm. Go ahead, stretch the arm. I can't let this happen. There's the base that he's looking to recover. So put the arm back in. I have to keep the arm tight. Whether it's over or under, doesn't matter, but I have to keep the arm tight. Sometimes the guy's going to make the leg heavy here, and I can't get underneath. Now, if I want to make this leg light, it means I would have to pull him towards me, which is going to what? It's going to open him up to roll and replace the guard. No good for me. I have to control him. I have to control him. So rather than fight with the heavy leg here and pull him back and give him that opening, I'm just going to switch to this side. And I'll spin a little bit this way, please. And I'm going to go underneath the close leg. I'm going to go underneath the close leg. Look, if I pull him this way, I open for the roll. So I'm going to push a little bit this way. That's the direction I'm driving anyway. And a little space will come here because, look, the leg gets light. Right now, legs are heavy. So I start to tilt him this way, and as he compensates by moving the foot, boom, I'm underneath. I'm underneath. Right? Now, maybe the leg is still heavy here, so of course I can't get over, plus this is all blocked. So I just use this, and I'm going to lift this as I pull the arm. And the same principle is going to apply. Look, I have to drive. Now, big danger here. Look how, because the leg was so heavy, just when he lands, the knee and elbow are so close. They're so close. So I have to be extremely aware of this and look to switch to the Keishigatami a little earlier. Let's go back one notch. The far leg is heavy, and I can't get underneath nicely. I can't purchase that space underneath. So I tilt him a little bit forward and go palm up right here, under the close leg. And as we drive, I use my chest and then my hips, but he's close. He's close. So two things I can do. One is I can drop the hips and then use the knee like this, inside, until I sit by pulling the arm into Keishigatami. A little risky though, because I'm tippable. I'm tippable there. So the other thing I can do, I can't get under here. I make the leg light by tilting him. I go palm up, right? And as I tip him, he starts to close the knee. The other thing I can do is just switch the arm to this side and look and face the feet. Face the feet. This is reverse Keishigatami. And just keep him away like this. And now most of my weight is on his chest, which is a problem because I'm not entirely covering the hips. But at least he's not recovering the guard. Look at my knee here. It's touching his hip. And my hands here are keeping him away. Until I can what? Just switch the position. I open the leg and stretch the knee and use the hand right here, look, to block the guard recovery. Open the leg. Right, and now I go back. And at least I'm belly down here. And I'm hip on hip. And now if I want to switch, I just go here. And I switch to Keishigatami. You can revolve through those three positions. So you choose. Right? But that's how we can take a person down who's not immediately tippable once we arm drag and go to the side. Okay? Let's go.